Hello and welcome back to another episode of Promine Tip of the Month. Today we will see how to construct a 3D drift from a centerline. To construct a 3D plan drift, first we need to draw a centerline that will determine the drift's elevation, slope, and azimuth. Then we will design the width and height of the drift when constructing the 3D model. Before doing that, we will configure an option in the drift design module. So go to the options, other, and check this option, use gradual slope change, and enter a slope change length and the slope change in %. This will be useful when connecting center lines. This option will basically allow you to transition smoothly between drifts with different grades by applying a gradual slope change. Now, under the Engineering 1 category, in the Drift Design module, click on Draw Centerline. Then, click on a point in the drawing to start the centerline. You can start a new centerline from scratch or connect to an existing centerline, like in this case. Alright, so first thing in this window is the direction. You will notice a green and red arrow. These arrows will determine the direction to draw the center line. To draw the center line in another direction, pick the option Other. Then assign a drift name. For example, this could be named My Drift. Assign a start elevation of the selected point. In this case, the program will assign the elevation of the end point of the previous center line, but you can always enter a different elevation. Then assign a slope for the center line. So the slope will be a positive in the selected direction. In this case, we will have a positive 10% in the green direction. Then assign a radius for the curvature of the drift when turning. Of course, this will depend on the selected equipment. Finally, check this option to build 2D walls for the center line. This 2D wall will follow exactly the path of the center line. In this case, we will skip this step because we do not need the 2D walls to construct the 3D drift. So once these options are configured, click OK and start drawing your drift. Once you are done with that, hit Enter, and this window will show up to determine the gradual slope change. In this case, we are continuing the center line, so we will skip this step by clicking Cancel. And let's rotate the view to see the slope of the center line. So as we can see here, the new drawn center line has a slope of 10%. And let's go back to Plan View. You can always edit this center line using the command Edit Elevations, also found in the Drift Design module. In here, you can modify the elevations, slope, length, name, and you can also assign a rate and a start date, where you can then color code the 3D drifts based on months, which can help you visualize a general schedule of the construction of the drift. So we will assign an advance rate of 2 meters per day, and the start date to be July 1st, 2021. You can also connect elevations between center lines from the Options button here. So, as you can see, you can easily manipulate this center line. Now that you have the center line, click on the command Construct 3D Model, also found in the Drift Design module. In here, configure the shape of the drift, chamfered, arched, or custom. In the Custom option, you can design your own shape of the drift. In our case, we will choose the chamfered option and assign a drift height of 4, a drift width of 4, and a wall back chamfer of 0.5. Then select the target layer for the drift or select this option, use the match with the center line to assign the drift to the same layer as the center line. The other options at the bottom allow you to color code the drift per month when you assign an advance rate to the center line. Since we assigned an advance rate of 2 meters per day, we will select the option Divide Model per Month and use Month Colors. And once these options are configured, click OK. Now, if we rotate the view to analyze the 3D drift, we can see how the model follows the path of the center line. And right here, we can see the chamfered wall and back. And notice how the drift is divided into colors. Each color basically represents a different month. To insert a legend for these colors, go to the Essentials category, and in the Promine Tools module, select Insert Legend from the drop-down menu. Now, select Color by Time Periods. Select all months and enter a scale. Then, select the options Text in Color and Insert Solid. Hit OK and insert the legend. Now we can see that this part of the drift will be completed by this month, and then this other part will follow this month. So depending on the advance rate of the center line, these colors will change depending on the month. This concludes this Promine's tip of the month. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.